What's up, Lunatics? Lune here with Lunatic Reactions. And we are continuing with the Pepsi Center concert from The Warning, and we only have 3 songs left. I'm excited to get through the rest of this concert and get to more from The Warning, but I've been really enjoying the concert so far, so not quite ready for it to end. And up next we have, if I believe I'm saying this correct, MARTIRIO, and this one I'm excited about because I had been teased about it that I was going to enjoy the bass in it. So I'm excited for that. And I also have seen, just because I haven't read through them yet, but I had opened up the lyrics just to have them ready, that this is one of the handful of songs that The Warning does in Spanish. And I know from the first song that I reacted to from The Warning, Ego, seems so long ago now, that when they sing in Spanish, it kind of serves as like a bit of a call out to their critics. And so I'm excited to see what this song is all about. I'm excited to hear apparently some good bass playing. Well, I know there'll be good bass playing, and I know there'll be just excellent music, because it's The Warning. We do have an official music video as well, so I'll be doing the music video and then the Pepsi Center performance. And without any further ado, let's just get into it.
A veces las cosas obvias son las más difíciles de ver. Te asfixiaste con tus propias manos. Cuando todo apunta que por fin alguien te viene a rescatar, te encuentras nuevamente abandonado.
Alright, so that was the official music video for Martirio. So I'll get to my thoughts on the music after the Pepsi Center performance. But in terms of the music video, they really go all out when they do a music video. I mean, some of them have been simple, but like they have a few that have been like really like, and this is one of them, like very cinematic. You know, obviously with the title of the song, I forgot to mention the translation is martyrdom. And so, you know, obviously there was like some religious imagery almost in this, the way that they were dressed all in white, and you know, the other figures almost had like a nun-like appearance. Kind of picked up on that, but very visually interesting. Like I said, I'll get to my thoughts on the music after the Pepsi Center performance. Without any further ado, let's just get into that.
A veces las cosas obvias son las más difíciles de ver. Te asfixiaste con tus propias manos. Cuando todo apunta que por fin alguien te viene a rescatar, te encuentras nuevamente abandonado. En tu martirio caeré. Es tu destino.
Alright, that was the Pepsi Center performance of Martirio from The Warning, and, you know, it's funny, as I saw at the end there, they looked like they were walking off stage, and I said to myself, I'm like, this feels like a closing song, like it's got that kind of epic feel to it. And then I was like, oh, they're walking off stage, it is like the closing, and then they do the encore. If that's what they were doing, and maybe they were just, going to, but I saw Ale do like a little wave to the crowd, so maybe that's what was going on there. Musically, the bass was very heavy. It was a very just deep, in your chest type bass. Although there were like a couple of moments where you had that like rich tone, like there was one little like riff that Ale did at one little point that was really nice. But for the most part, it was that just like heavy, just doom. People in the comments have talked about being like in front of the speakers at the concert, and yeah, I can just imagine this song just right to the chest, knocking the breath right out of you. The song just has like an epic feel to it. Like that's why I said like it felt like a closing number. All right, I'm gonna take a look at the translation of the lyrics, and I'll be back with my thoughts. All right, so I've read the lyrics, and these are definitely not the most straightforward lyrics that they've given. There's a lot. This is very metaphorical, very symbolic, and it's talking, of course, about martyrdom. But to me, it feels like almost talking to somebody, because, like I said, I've been told that when they do sing in Spanish, it's kind of serves as a call out of their critics. So, or something to that effect. What I'm thinking here is, people who act like they are doing so much for you. They're martyring themselves, but really it's not that way. Like, I don't know. I'm sure there's a story behind it, and I could look it up, but I prefer you guys tell me in the comments. Definitely heavy lyrics to go with a heavy song. It's everything about it, very heavy. Yeah, just one of those ones that just like I said, hits you in the chest. And yeah, these lyrics, they're definitely ones I'm gonna have to sit with for a little bit, but please do fill me in. I'm sure there's, a story behind it, at least, who, or maybe not a specific person, but in general, who it might be directed towards. That was Martirio, and we have 2 more left before we are finished with this concert. And I said that I'm going to do the Lunario concert after this one, where they do the Queen of the Murder Scene album. And I am going to do that one, but I'm going to take a little break in between to just do a few other individual ones that I've been wanting to get to. So to close out on this song, my overall rating, I'm going to give this one a 10 out of 10. It's got that kind of epic feel to it. Like I said, it's a song that you just kind of lose yourself in, I didn't get too animated during, because it's not one of those songs. It's not a song you get really like animated. It's one of those ones where you just kind of, it draws you in and you're just kind of like this to it. Definitely a 10 out of 10. If you've enjoyed this reaction, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more of my reactions to The Warning, check out the playlist. And if you want to see more of me, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I'm Lune. This is Lunatic Reactions. Take care.